Hello and welcome to Gena Moon. Without further ado, let's jump right into your reading. Now remember, this is a general reading, so take the reading however it resonates. It can be you towards someone or someone here towards you, so if you feel the need to reverse the roles, then go ahead and do so. This can also be for your sun, moon, rising, and or your Venus placements. Remember, comment down below, you guys, because it really helps support me and my channel. Even if it's just commenting one of those cute little emojis, that really makes my day. And again, it really helps support me and the channel so it can continue growing. And also a big announcement for those of you guys who have not yet heard the announcement. I'm trying to get to 300,000 subscribers between now and the end of the year. Do you think that I can do it? I think that together we definitely can. So if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell, okay, so that you are notified whenever I post readings for your sign. And of course, if you do enjoy these readings, make sure to also support the channel by giving this video a thumbs up, like, subscribe, all that good stuff helps, okay? All right, let's go ahead and tune into your reading. So I see a few signs coming through the reading. You could be dealing with the Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It doesn't have to be. I see the sign of Leo as well. Whatever other sign of the zodiac could be Aries. All the fire signs, really. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, let's see. What is going on here for you? Okay, now we're going to start off the reading with your dominant energy. So let's see, you are starting with the dominant energy of the drum roll. And you have here rebuilding. Okay, let's see what that's all about. So it says here rebuilding. The number 37, how does the number 37 resonate for you? Okay, also the number 7 plus 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. Something here ending, but then something new that's beginning. Also, I feel here that for a lot of you, rebuilding has to do with, you know, again, the number 10, if you see number 10, 10 on the clock or anywhere else, that means that an old phase of something is ending or has recently ended, and perhaps some of you guys want to rebuild it into something new or into something more solid or whatever it is. This could be career related, love, family, friends, you know, ideas that you have, projects you're working on. It can relate to any area of your life. You take the reading however it resonates. So rebuilding, as you can see here, there's a construction worker. Okay, of course, it's in a woman construction worker, a builder. She's wearing that hat to protect her head. And she's holding on to a tool. What is that? That's some kind of, you know, construction tool. Okay, so rebuilding. She's rebuilding something. And so here rebuilding, it says here, starting over, but better than ever before. Moving forward with hard work and communication. Being honest with one's feelings and aspirations for the connection. Again, this could be a connection, this could be a job, this could be an idea, this could be, you know, related to a project. It could be related to a family situation. It could be related to literally anything, okay, that, again, that pertains to whatever area of your life you resonate with. But here it says here, yeah, rebuilding. So for a lot of you, you are rebuilding something. You're starting over. Right? Something here ending or ended in such a way, but now you're kind of starting from scratch, starting over, but better than ever before. Okay, so that means that you're not starting again in the same old way. You're not going into a toxic cycle. No, this is all about, okay, you know what? If we're going to do this, if I'm going to do this, I want to do this better than ever, better than before. Okay, something new. You might be even opening up to doing new things. Okay, behaving in a new way. You know, stepping out of your comfort zone. So starting over, but in a different and much better way. Moving forward with hard work and communication. So I feel here that for a lot of you, you are wanting to move forward with this project, with this relationship, with this endeavor, with this idea, or maybe you're rebuilding yourself. Perhaps you're rebuilding your self-esteem. You're rebuilding a relationship, a connection, a family bond, a friendship bond, you know, your career, whatever this is. But the way that you're moving forward is now you're actually putting in the work and the effort. Okay, you're not just kind of like saying, okay, well, let's just do it all over again, and then you kind of like don't really, you know, put in from your part. So now I feel like you're really wanting to make an effort. You know, I feel like right now you're either starting to make an effort And or it could be also the effort with regards to opening up the lines of communication. Perhaps there was a lack of communication, a lack of clarity or miscommunication in the past in the way that you were doing things before, but now you are moving forward with rebuilding whatever this is with your hard work and with communication. You're actually now communicating, okay? Now here, being honest with one's feelings and aspirations for the connection. I feel that perhaps in the past, either you did not voice, your aspirations. Hey, I really want this out of this connection. Hey, I really want that out of this business endeavor. This is what I really want to build, with regards to our connection or with regards to this idea. Whereas now, you're being honest, not only with yourself, but with others. This is what I want out of this. This is what I want, right? This is what I don't want. It's more so what you want, because this is all about being honest with your feelings and aspirations for the situation, the connection, relationship, job, career, whatever this is, okay, idea. Now, also opening up your feelings. I feel like perhaps in the past something here did not work out, and that's why you have to rebuild it, because you weren't really in tune, in touch with your feelings. And for those of you guys who were, maybe you weren't voicing those feelings. Perhaps you weren't really being open with your feelings with another person, that kind of thing. Of course, if you are dealing with somebody that is in this energy, then this is everything that they want to rebuild with you, right? They want to come through with more communication, with more honesty, with putting in the work, putting in the effort, showing, it's kind of like not just words, right? It's kind of like that energy of actions now match your words, or actions now match their words, whatever the case may be. Now, the secondary message here, it says, I feel that there needs to be a compromise in order to move forward between both of us. We both have blamed each other and accused each other of things. I want to heal all of that with you. I know that we can rebuild together. So again, this could be related to anything, relationship, a job, a career, family, friends. And so whoever this person is, if this is you, of course, you feel that there is a need to compromise now. Whereas before, perhaps it was just kind of like, selfishly oriented. Maybe you were just kind of in it for your own, wants, needs, desires, whether that was subconsciously being created or consciously being created, where you're becoming aware that a compromise needs to be reached. Okay. It's not just like, well, you know what? You either do this or I'm out. Or it's either my way or the highway, right? I feel like that may have been the kind of, situation before, but now you're realizing, okay, well, in order for me to build this in this situation, I need to, compromise. There needs to be a level there of, okay, working together as a team rather than it's just what I want and that's it, right? And so, of course, this could be you towards somebody here towards you. Take the reading however resonates. But right now, you are coming to the awareness where, yeah, you kind of are aware and you're accepting the fact that you guys have blamed each other before. Before there was the blaming game. Well, you're doing this wrong and, the pointing the finger type of deal, okay? But now I feel like it's more so of like, okay, well, I realize that we've accused each other before of things, and I want to heal all of this with you. So now you want to heal, perhaps based on a conflict that you guys had. This is all about rebuilding. This is all about healing. This is all about working together instead of letting things go. And now you know that you can rebuild this together, right? It's not just going to be a one-way street because it's a two-way thing, right? I feel like, again, this could be anything related to any area of your life. You take the reading however it resonates, but it's something here that you are rebuilding or getting ready to rebuild with someone or a group of people. Let's go ahead and take a look at your bottom of the deck. So the bottom of the deck here, you have the Eight of Wands. Yeah, so, this is very much so in tune with that energy of rebuilding, because the Eight of Wands is all about the energy that is finally now moving forward. This is the energy that is now finally kind of like, opening up the lines of communication, opening up opportunities, opening up doors, into new directions, where once there may have been a little bit of a stalemate type of energy where, okay, nothing is happening. How come nothing feels like it's growing? Nothing feels like it's moving forward. Why is this not progressing? Why is there a lack of progress in the situation? Now you have here the Eight of Wands, which is a clear indication that things are going to start moving forward very quickly. Okay. So things are going to start picking up pace. in whatever area of your life this is. The lines of communication are going to start opening up, okay, as well. Now, I also see plans, plans for travel, plans for the future. Hey, let's do this, let's do that. It's a lot of more extroverted kind of energy I'm sensing. Now, here in your challenge position, you have the Two of Swords, the Two of Wands, and the Seven of Swords. So it's interesting because right now, part of the challenge is making a decision. I feel that right now you are stuck in indecision. It's like, should I do this? Should I do that? Should I say this or that? I feel like right now there's some kind of an energy where you're not sure what to do with regards to a situation that pertains to your future. Okay, I feel like right now it's a little bit difficult for you to make this decision because you know that this decision, whatever decision it is that you make, it will have a great impact on you and your future. So you're really trying to think it thoroughly. You're really trying to be patient, plan ahead before making this big decision. However, right now I feel that you find it challenging to make this decision, whatever this is. For some of you, you might be feeling like, okay, it could be challenging if somebody here is at a distance from you, okay, or you feel like your goal is still at a distance from the fact that you want this to manifest right here, right now. For some of you, it could be difficult to make a decision because you're like, well, yeah, I want this to manifest, but gosh, it's going to take a while, right? So that's kind of like the overthinking aspect of it is what I'm sensing. I'm also seeing here that part of the challenge is trust issues. Somebody here is still dealing with some kind of trust issues. Either, again, whatever is keeping you stuck from making this decision, it could be the fact that you're not sure whether to trust the future. Can I trust the unknown? Can I trust the future? And it's interesting because a lot of times people say that, yeah, you know what? I'm afraid of the unknown. That's why I keep doing the same thing over and over again, because they're afraid of not knowing what to expect by making a different decision. But essentially, it's you projecting. That fear is coming from your projection onto that future, right? Based on your past experiences. It's not that it's the unknown, right, per se. It's more so that you are already projecting whatever it is that you experienced in the past onto the future. And so therefore, you're not allowing the future to unfold for you because you are the one kind of like thinking, okay, well, what if this ends up happening, again, or whatever the case may be. And I feel like this could be pertaining to trust issues. It could be pertaining to some kind of deceit, lies. It could be pertaining to some kind of deception. It could be a little bit difficult for you to deal with an individual or a person here who you might be feeling like, I'm not sure if I can trust this person. Can I trust this person, right? Because I need to make a decision about my future. If I make this decision now, it's going to have a great impact on my future, right? And so I feel like there's a tendency for some of you guys to feel a little bit down, okay? Of course, if this is not you, this could be someone that you are dealing with. Somebody here who might be a little bit down. It says you're depressed, feeling guilty for their behavior and very unhappy with the outcome. I feel like part of the challenge is, the fact that you don't want to feel guilty in the end, right? It's like you don't want to go back into that state of sadness. Oh my God, what if I make the wrong decision? What if I go into depression? It's some kind of fear there I'm sensing, okay, of, you not wanting to make the wrong decision because you don't want to end up feeling guilty or unhappy with the outcome. But again, this is just part of the challenge that I feel like you can indeed overcome by actually making that decision. And a lot of times, the Two of Wands shows up in this position when it's difficult for you to make that difficult decision that essentially will be the best decision for your future. A lot of times the most difficult decision for you to make, it's actually the one that will bring you a lot of benefit. It's usually the one that's a quick fix that is only going to fix a problem temporarily, but the old problems are going to come back around. So this is something here related to, like I'll give you a perfect example. Let's say, for example, you are in a relationship, okay? And maybe you want to build a future with this person. And so right now you kind of feel like, well, you know what? I really love this person. I just want to move in with them. It doesn't matter if, people are against us or things are not in order. Let's just do it, right? And it's like, okay, well, yeah, sure. Maybe that might feel good in the moment. But if you think things more, long term, you can plan ahead. You can take the time to really say, okay, what is the wisest decision? If I want this to last a long time, what do I have to do in order to build that solid grounding foundation so that this can last for a long time? And even though that might be a little bit difficult to do, to start doing, okay, because again, building something from scratch, it's not always easy. In fact, it's never easy. And so this is all about, you maybe wanting to think it a little bit, longer before making a final decision, but make sure that you make the decision that even though it might feel a little bit uncomfortable at the moment, it's going to have a greater benefit for you and for long term to come. Okay, now in your recent past, you have here the World, the Two of Cups, and the Nine of Swords. So in the recent past, there was a beautiful, loving union, a soulmate connection. This soulmate union, soulmate connection, at some point in the recent past came to an abrupt end, okay? There was some kind of an ending of a chapter, but I see it more so as a chapter ending. Whenever a chapter ends in a book, it doesn't mean that the book is over. It means that there are several more chapters to go. But that particular chapter of this story, whether this was a relationship, of course, for a lot of you, it was a relationship. Of course, it could be any kind of relationship, love, career, family, finances, friends, right? Any kind of relationship. But I feel that this abruptly came to some kind of an end. There was some kind of, chapter in this connection, a phase of the connection that needed to come to an end. It's kind of like hitting a wall, and you can't go beyond that wall. You're going to have to start anew. Okay. And I feel that this kept you up at night a lot. It gave you a lot of anxiety. You were paranoid about it. You were paranoid, oh my God, what's going to happen next? What if I'm not making the right decision? What if this ends up happening? What if that ends up happening? So there was a lot of anxiety here. I feel like in the recent past here, there was some kind of anxiety. Could also been anxiety based on something that had already happened in the recent past. Maybe something here had already ended and you went into panic mode. Oh my God, what's going to happen? Is this the right one for me? Am I making the right decision? So I feel like there was a paranoia, that was kind of influencing the energy there among you, this other person, the connection, etc. Daydreaming. In the recent past here, someone was daydreaming. You are always on my mind, even when I try to forget you. I feel like whenever that chapter closed out in the recent past, you tried to forget about this person, that person tried to forget about you, but I feel like it was undeniable. The connection was undeniable. You were always on my mind. They were always on your mind, even when you tried to forget them. Okay, so I feel like there was an energy there where somebody here was unforgettable in the recent past. Now, in your present energies, you also have here the Six of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the Four of Wands. So yeah, right now, currently speaking, I see that there is compromise for sure. There's that energy of, okay, let's work on this together. Yeah, maybe it's not, it's not that easy to start this, process, but I feel that there is an energy there of compromise. I'm also sensing here that right now there is an energy coming through. If you need help, if you need financial help, if you need more than anything, it's financial help. I feel like you're going to be getting some kind of help, some kind of an offer, some kind of, I feel like it's more so like, somebody's going to offer you that first step in order for you to then, take that first step and then continue on your own, right? So it's kind of like that initial help that you get from someone somewhere. This could be, a business endeavor that you're working on. This could be a family member, a friend, whoever this is. But I see here that there's help on the way. Of course, if this is you towards someone, it could be that somebody here needs of your help. I see here that also with the King of Swords right now, you are very smart. You're being very smart, very strategic about your decisions that you are making. I'm sensing also that right now you are finally mastering something. There's something that you are finally mastering within yourself that's making you feel a lot more clear, a lot more clear-minded, a lot more confident, a lot more kind of like secure in your decision making. Okay, the King of Swords here. I'm also sensing that you have that kind of clear mind, clear communication in order to speak clearly as well, to get your point across. And also with the Four of Wands, I feel that you guys are building, some of you guys are building something that can result in commitment, that can result in marriage, that can result in, something, even a business, okay? Because here with the Four of Wands, this is kind of like a rite of passage as well, right? But aside from the rite of passage, it's also celebration. It's something here where you're getting ready to celebrate something, you want to celebrate something, whether it's a wedding, whether it's a ceremony, whether it's just, some kind of celebrate, whatever other kind of celebration. But of course, this does relate to some kind of commitment. Perhaps right now you're wanting to really kind of work on this commitment, whether it's a work commitment, relationship commitment, family commitment, whatever this is, because you want it to be for long term, right? You're kind of wanting to rebuild something or build something from scratch. Now you also have your power couple. Wow. So this is definitely having to do with a lot of you guys with either, you partnering up with that perfect person, whether it's a business partner, a loved one, a lover, a friend, a partner here, whatever kind of partner. It says your power couple. In this particular image, there is a king and a queen, right? So it could be a love dynamic for some of you. And it says here, an indestructible force that many wish they could be, liked by few and envied by most. So the king and the queen is a representation. I always think of Bonnie and Clyde, right? So the power couple. I feel like right now you are, feeling like you are attracting this kind of energy into your life, that perfect partner in order to build or rebuild something with. Whether you guys want to build wealth, build a family, build a home, build a relationship, build a business, or everything, right? It could be everything or anything else. But I see here that you and another person definitely are becoming or are the power couple. You walk into rooms, okay, and all eyes will be on you, okay? And whenever you are a power couple, you not only get positive attention, but you also get a little bit of negative attention. Because it says here, many wish that they could be you. They see you, they're like, oh my God, I wish I had that person in my life. I wish I was them. I wish this, I wish I had what they have. So yeah, liked by few, and envied by most. So just be aware that when you are gravitating in this kind of energy of power, right? Power couple, Bonnie and Clyde vibes. This is the an indestructible type of, relationship force that it's indestructible, right? It's not easy for people to break you guys apart. It's not easy for little things, petty things to come in the way of the relationship, of the business partnership, of the connection. And so just be aware that there could be all eyes on you. But again, just like there could be positive, there could also be some negative. So it's just all about awareness, right? Now, let me know in the comments below what that's all about and pertaining to. In the near future, you have here the Knight of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and the Hanged Man. So in the near future, I see, brand new love. Either you are rebuilding love, and I feel like in the near future, there's going to be a big opportunity for somebody here to show their love to another person, whether you're the one who is, offering this cup of love, an offer here to another person, to a person that you are with. Maybe it is this power couple, okay? But in the near future, I see a brand new chapter in love that you are either building or rebuilding. Of course, for some of you, if you are not in any partnership, it could be that you are attracting a brand new person in the near future. For those of you guys who are rebuilding something with someone, I see that you guys will definitely be falling in love. There's that, opening up the heart chakra, expressing your feelings, expressing your emotions, pursuing love. And for others of you, it could be somebody here offering you love, offering you a cup of love, offering you friendship that can develop into love, that can develop into a brand new beginning. If this is not love for some of you in the near future, it could be inspiration, right? The universe extending that hand out to you, that cup out to you, overflowing with not only self-healing opportunities, but also more of the things that you love, more of the things that make you happy, more of the things that inspire you, that motivate you, that bring you healing. It could also be self-love as well. Now, I see here that in the near future, you're going to be getting some kind of enlightenment. I see that you're going to be taking a little bit of a step back to see, okay, wow, this is really happening. Like it's going to be kind of like, wow, is this really happening? Somebody pinch me. But I feel that, you're going to be getting some kind of enlightenment. If it's been difficult for you to make a decision right now or about this connection situation, in the near future, you're going to receive some kind of an enlightenment moment, like, oh, eureka moment. Now I know what I have to do. Now I know, which way I should head towards. Now I know what decision to make. So I feel that for some of you guys who are in indecision, soon you're going to get clarity. You're going to gain clarity. And I feel like that clarity is going to come through a connection, love, some kind of dynamic there of you partnering up with another person. I feel like that's how you're going to get some kind of clarity, the enlightenment. It's kind of like a sacrifice that you know that you do have to make in order to improve your life, improve a connection, improve your situation. And I feel like you've been hesitating making the sacrifice, but in the near future, I feel like you will be getting clarity as to, what, this is worth the sacrifice, that kind of vibe. Now, again, you're getting double energy of evil eye. So just be aware, all eyes are on you. Again, there is jealousy, envy, and negativity being thrown your way. I'm just going to let you guys know, a lot of times when people, your vibration is raising, right? You're doing different things with yourself. Maybe you're transforming your physical, body. Maybe you're transforming your mindset. Maybe you're transforming, who knows, maybe your business, different aspects, areas of your life. People, whether they say it or not, whether you notice it or not, they pick up on that. They see that because it's all communicated through energy, right? It's unspoken. Your energy speaks louder than words. And so I feel here that in the near future, the fact that you are either, coming together with a person or in love, or you're kind of like loving yourself more, or you're growing, you're transforming, it's going to attract, again, not only positive people, but also people who might be envious and jealous of you, what you're getting into, your connections, negativity being thrown your way. So just be aware that in the near future, as they say, the more that you have, the more the responsibility, okay? The bigger that you are, the more difficult that it becomes for you to kind of stay up there. Okay, so again, this is not in order for you to kind of feel like, oh, well, that's not going to be worth it then. No, it's more so of like, okay, ask yourself, are you up for the challenge? I feel like you are, but it's just a reminder there. Okay, because a lot of times people, if, let's say, for example, you have an idea, you want to work on something with somebody, and somebody through the grapevine, they hear about you working on this idea and they disagree with it. And it might be somebody here that, who knows, maybe is very close to you, has a great influence over you. And they might, throw in little remarks and little comments here and there where, yeah, maybe it might not trigger you all that, much in that moment, but it might kind of stick to you like, oh, wow, why did that person say that? Or why did that person look at me in the wrong way? Or why did you, right? These little things. And so I feel like this is nothing to be, it's like, it shouldn't make you feel disappointed or like unmotivated or discourage you, rather. Don't let this discourage you. Don't let these people discourage you. I feel that if you don't give up on your ideas, on your desires, on whatever it is that you want to rebuild, again, people will always have their own opinion, and this is all about you not giving up on yourself and on what you desire. Now, in your opportunity, you also have the Strength, the Ace of Wands, and the Magician. So I see that part of your opportunity. Look at that. I mean, just as I was saying, don't be discouraged. You have strength. So stay strong, be strong. I feel that there's going to be an energy there in order for you to, an opportunity rather, for you to become stronger. Okay. And instead of allowing, gossipers or people who are trying to, put negative energy into your mind or whatever, into your ideas or whatever it is that you desire in your life, let that instead strengthen you, right? Instead of letting those comments bring you down, allow those comments to make you stronger and to say, okay, you know what, now I'm really going to go for this, right? And so I feel here that, with the Strength card, there's two energies there. There's a lion and a woman. And so I feel that you're going to have an opportunity to compromise with a person that may not be that easy to deal with. This person might be very sensitive. They might be very triggered easily. This person could be, of course, this could be the opposite. Of course, you towards somebody here towards you. But I feel that instead, if you focus on integration. Okay, how can we work on this together instead of what pulls us apart? You will be able to make this happen. I feel here that also you're going to have a new opportunity for passion. The passion is going to be activated. I mean, literally, sparks are going to fly. Chemistry is going to be off the charts. There's going to be a lot of passionate moments, a lot of opportunity for passion as well, for that passion, either in your career, in your love life, to expand. I feel like there's a lot of passion that's going to happen. And again, get ready for manifestation. Your powers of manifestation are definitely going to be activated. So start, being more focused as to how is it that you like to manifest, okay? In whatever way you like to manifest, then be more aware of, okay, you know what, right now, my power of manifestation is being activated. So let me start focusing in on what is it that I want to manifest, because you're going to be manifesting left and right. Okay. The magician is here. So again, you have the power of the magician in order to, for you to manifest something. And again, you have your soulmates. Wow. You're getting a lot of like love, soulmates, type of messages. So this is your soulmates. I am drawn to you in a way that I've never experienced before. A love so deep and so complex. So I feel that you're going to have an opportunity to be drawn towards a person, to deepen a connection, to experience something that you've never experienced before. And again, it's a love so deep and so complex. This could also be, again, a business partner. Of course, it could be a love a situation. It could be a family member, a friend. But you guys are drawn toward each other. You are drawn to this person in a way that you have never experienced before. And I feel like, again, the connection is deep. It's also complex. Like, it's not easy to understand because you've never dealt with it before. But again, don't let that, discourage you from continuing to explore this, because it really looks like these two are having a lot of fun, right? So soulmates there. All right, let's go ahead and get a yes or no question answer for you. So ask a question. You will be getting a yes or no answer to that question. Okay, is this a yes or a no? Ready? Is this a yes or a no? Okay. And that is a definite yes. Okay, so a yes here, and you have here the moon. So with the moon here, it's also related to something that has been hidden that will be uncovered, that will be coming out into the open. Also, it could be the fact that this is telling you, beware of your emotional state. Because it could be that your emotions could be heightened and you might do things, say things, overthink things that maybe are not real, that are not there. So pay attention to your emotions and tune into your mind. Again, don't go into overthinking, but try to balance both out. I'm sensing here, again, that something here that has been hidden in the background will be coming out into the open so that you can feel more clear about it, whatever that is for you. This is also Pisces energy for some. Doesn't have to be for everybody, but that is a definite yes. Now let's jump right into your extended. And in the extended is where we dive deeper into the situation, into the other person's subconscious thoughts about you, their deeper feelings, emotions for you, their next moves, actions towards you, how this entire situation is all going to develop and turn out for you. And we're going to go ahead and get a final message from source. Okay, so that final message will tie everything up for you. If you want to watch a link to the extended, you can watch that link to the extended down in the description box below. You will find that link. For any personal readings, also you can find the link to my personal readings down in the description box below. And check out all of your monthly readings, your mid-monthly readings, all of your last week's readings, blessings readings, love readings. You can find all of those links to your sign down in the first comment that I pinned down below as well. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, comment down below. Take very good care of yourselves, and until next time, bye-bye. And right now, all of my personal readings are $20 off using the special discount code GOODLUCK20. You can check the personal reading link down in the description box below. In the extended reading, I go into the other person's subconsciousness, their deeper thoughts about you, their deeper feelings for you, their next actions, moves, and more. And thank you all so much for all of your positive feedback for the extended reading. I am so glad that you guys are loving the extended reading so much. So again, if you want to check out the link to the extended, the link is down in the description box below. And check out my website at
at genamoon.com. Click on shop. I do have new jewelry pieces, rings, bracelets, crystals, necklaces, and so much more for both men and women. So check that out at genamoon.com and click on shop, and follow me on Instagram at Gena Moon Official, as I will be posting more on there.